And in news just coming in, a shoe was thrown at Omar Abdullah while he was hoisting the flag this morning. The shoe did not hit Omar apparently. The shoe was thrown by an assistant sub-inspector who was in civilian clothes. Now the man then raised black flags and raised slogans, but Omar was unfazed and said throw shoes, not stones. And for more on this, let's go across to Nazir Masoodi, who joins us on the phone line. Well, Nazir, so far the stone pelters have been the symbol of protest in the valley. But now, what details do you have on this incident?
Well, Kulsum, as soon as Umar, unfurled the, national flag, the tricolor, someone in the VIP lounge, he threw this show towards Omar Abdullah when he was unfurling the national flag, and after that he waved a black flag and then shouted slogans, probably the Azadi slogan. So we didn't know that time who he was, but later what is now turning out to be, he is the assistant sub-inspector of Jammu and Kashmir police, and according to a police official, his name is Abdullah Jan. So really a huge embarrassment for the establishment, for the security agencies here, how this man who actually posted in Kulgam district, how he could manage to reach here and just sit in the third row of the VIP lounge. And then once when Omar Abdullah unfurled the national flag, he threw the shoe, then waved the black flag. But Omar Abdullah did show magnanimity when he spoke about it. He said, throw shoes, but don't throw stones, because stones are causing, this violence and then death kills. So really Omar Abdullah didn't get irritated because of this. He somehow tried to kill this, news by saying throw shoes but don't throw stones on the streets. That is causing trouble, that is causing the violence. Really, but an embarrassment for the huge security breach for the security agencies who were, looking after the security of the Bakshi Stadium, despite having several layers of the security, several, points of the frisking and checking. Nobody could get into the, stadium without a special pass for Bakshi Stadium. That too, it has several areas which has been demarcated where from you can enter and where from you can get out. So how this man could manage to get there and get with a shoe and throw a shoe towards Chief Minister, and then he was actually whisked away by the policeman there, and he has been taken into custody and he is right now being interrogated. Also.
Right, Nazir, as you have been reporting since morning on the security around the place, and in fact not much of public around, curfew around the place, but this incident really speaks volumes of the security level that you do see here inside the stadium.
Well, since he was a policeman, he could have taken advantage of his identity cards, his own expertise, how to get into the security cordon, security area. So he managed to get into the VIP lounge where you have the senior officers of the bureaucracy, you have the ministers, you have everyone who is top in the bureaucracy or in the administration. Yet he could manage to sit in the third row. First row was for the Chief Minister, Chief Justice and his ministers. Then the other row was for the principal secretaries in the government and the additional director general of police. Then third row was for the Inspector General and ADGs. Yet he could manage to sit in that row and throw the show towards Omar Abdullah. But as I said, Omar tried to say, look, if somebody has shown throw at him, no problem, don't throw stones. Because today was a real challenge for the government. It was not about militant attack. It was today, if people would come out, what will happen? So curfew has been imposed. We don't remember when last time was curfew imposed on Independence Day in Srinagar. So really a challenging time for the government. Omar Abdullah tried to reach out to the people this time around and apologize rather. He really said sorry about how these people have been killed, how young people, innocent men have got killed during this time. He said, let's talk on the issue. If somebody is talking about the Azadi, if somebody is talking about the Pakistan, if somebody is talking about the self-rule, all the achievable nationhood, let it be talked, there should not be violence, let common people should not suffer. That was Omar Abdullah's message, and also reminded New Delhi that look, you are making promises, don't forget those promises, fulfill those promises, deliver on those promises. Whenever there's trouble, you say, we'll do this and we'll do that, but whenever trouble ends, you forget those promises, and reminded New Delhi also that don't forget whatever promises you are making this time.
Right, Nazir Masoodi, thanks very much for joining us. That's the big news coming in of a shoe thrown at Omar Abdullah while he was hoisting the flag.